Teaching everyone. How does a regular classroom teacher teach the required content as provided by grade level standards to all students in their classroom, including those at risk? By me. Objective. The objective of this lesson is to give examples of ways teachers can keep all their students up to speed. Break it down. Every student learns differently. Having direct instruction or one-on-one instruction, you are able to focus on that student and give your feedback towards only that student. You should be flexible. Have different ways of teaching. By being repetitive, it helps the student remember the problems and ways to follow the problems. For artistic learners, it is always great to have hands-on activities. For example, if you are learning about money, have some money to show them exactly what they are working with. Your brain can only hold so much information. Therefore, having visuals or writing on the chalkboard will let the student know that is important and that they should be writing it down too. For those students who are doing well in the class, putting them with other students who are at risk is a good way to limit the load that you have. Remember, you have 15 other students that need your help just as much, that need your attention just as much as maybe that one student does. Complications in the classroom. A big complication in the classroom is student shyness. If the student is shy, they feel like insecure about asking a question for fear of being teased. Therefore, they leave the classroom not knowing at all what's going on. In order to shake away that shyness, you must build a relationship. Show the child you care. Be a friend. Listen to them. Let them know it's okay to ask questions. By building this relationship, you should be able to understand each child's strong areas and their weak areas. What do they know? To find out what they know, hand out assignments that are not too hard and not too easy. If the assignment is hard, the student will give up, leading to not caring about what's going on in class. If the assignment is too easy, the student gets bored, which leads to acting out, because to them, there's nothing better to do. Math puzzles is a fun way for a child to show their strengths and understanding in math. But for those who are more as a cognitive thinker, having little poetry slips that requires them to use their logical knowledge is great for beginning activities as well. Clear examples. Do not beat around the bush. Tell the student and show them exactly what you want them to do. Show them exactly how you want things done. Therefore, they know exactly how to do it when they go home. Exit slips. Exit slips are a way to show the teacher that each student is understanding. By the end of the day, they could write what they learned today, what they want to know tomorrow. Or you can give them a quiz. Quizzes should be only worth about 5 points. For those who are doing good, you know that they are understanding and they don't need help. But for those who are doing poorly, you know exactly what areas they need help in. Stages of teaching. Stage 1. Demonstrate the skill at a normal speed with no explanation. This is exactly how every teacher should start out. You show the skill with little or no explanation. Stage 2. You repeat the skill with the full explanation, encouraging the students to ask questions. By stage 3, you are showing them the skill with their help. They should be able to explain to you how to do the problem. You may have to do this a couple times because, like we know, some students learn slower than others. Stage 4. By this stage, the student should be able to do the skill on their own, but you should also keep a close just in case they need reassurance. Success and failure. Awards. Awards does not always mean a certificate with a "you're awesome" sign on it. It can be praises you give to the student or special privileges. This motivates other students to try extra hard. A point system is dividing the students up into different groups and giving points to those who are doing exceptionally well. This also motivates the students so that at the end of the week, they can receive the special prize. Help! Never ignore the student. If you ignore the student, it shows them that you're giving up, therefore intending that it is okay to give up. Even if you have explained it 1,000,000,000 times, remember, they learn differently, so try explaining it another way. This will help the students keep up with their work. Only give work to that child that you know they'll be able to understand. You may think it's unfair that they're getting a slightly different worksheet than others, but wouldn't it be unfair if they're getting the same work as others and you know they don't understand it? Give work that is equally knowledgeable to this student, but in a way that they'll be able to understand the questions. What's the point? In order to keep all your students up to speed, you have to be flexible. Flexibility is a great attribute to have. As a teacher, you have to be able to work around your normal teaching habits so that every child in your classroom is enjoying the class and leaves the school day understanding exactly what you are trying to teach. Successful thinking. Get some strategies and ideas in order to have a successful teaching experience. These can be relevant for all grade levels and subject areas, whether you teach in public schools, private schools, or even homeschools. This means that all teachers should be able to work with every kind of student, every kind of culture, every kind of deficiency. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Kaden!